Hi guys, Ted. We're back. We're gonna be doing the British and their wars. We'll be doing the 100 Days campaign. There's volume one, which is Albion Triumph, but it covers the Spanish wars. It has the Spanish armies, Portuguese, and the British and the French forces that fought in that period. Embarrassed, but I can't find my book. I looked and don't know where it is. So when I find it, I'll be doing a video on that one. But right now we're gonna be doing the 100 Days campaign. This is basically the book I'm using right now because I'll be doing a alternate version of the 100 Days campaign. Um, this covers up to Water. It covers the Waterloo one. So if you want to do British and the height of their power in the Napoleonics, this is the book for you. And just like any others, it covers a brief cover. It covers the brief history up to that point. The different formations, the cavalry, infantry. Then you get the 100 Days when he escapes from Elba. Napoleon rebuilds his army. The campaign maps and the battles that led up to the Contrabras. Initial battle, Ligny for the Prussians. And I said this covers nice the detail, gets you into the feel of what led up to it. So a lot of good historical background to it. Then we get into the nationality. So we got the British. It has their special rules. I said just like the other ones. I said you can use these rules if you want to. If you don't, you use whatever you want. Then it breaks down individual units. Like the British, you got foot guards, line infantry, Highland infantry, light infantry, riflemen, the 95th and the 60th rifles, and uh, also you got some other ones. You got the British cavalry, artillery, then you got the King's German Legion. They have special rules if you want to use them. Hanoverian troops. Yeah, other ones. Brunswickers, Dutch Belgium troops. Nassau. And we got the French. It has a quick rundown of formations. There's some special rules for them. And one thing you look at the special rules from here, then in the earlier book, Clash of Eagles, is that these guys are conscript troops, so they don't have as many rules as they used to have, so they're not as well trained. You do have a core of trained guys, but a lot of these guys were just kids. There was called up. A lot of them didn't have uniforms. They just gave them an overcoat. There's a backpack. There's a rifle. Here's your musket. Now get in the line. Get your foot artillery. Then you got the guard. Then you got the Prussians. I say now, in the Prussians, you can start adding some color because you got the reservists, you got militia units that way, you got the landwehr, and a lot of these were different kind of uniforms. Some even had British uniforms. There were a couple regiments of landwehr actually in Portuguese uniforms. Instead of going to Portugal, they were sent to Germany. So you could have a very colorful Prussian army. Prussian cav and Prussian artillery. And it has a column versus line, useful rules. This tells how the background of the different fighting techniques and stuff, squares, and it adds some more rules that you can use, like direct and grazing artillery fire. You can add the weather, you make the ground soft. So like Battle Water, the ground was actually soft because it rained for hours, so the cannonballs just buried into the ground. So it just adds more different rules that you could use to add flavor. Then we cover the generals, Arthur Wesley, the Duke of Wellington, different corps commanders and division general. Blucher. If you want to read a biography, read his biography. Ooh, he was something. He was a character, especially in his older age. Yeah. Yeah, the Prussian generals, Netherlands commanders. Then we get France, Napoleon, and his corps commanders. Then we get right into the skirmish. Different scenarios. So this is another one that you will need some troops for. Because there's big one. You get Battle of Huguenot. Some of these like Battle of Huguenot, they do sell. Orland does sell a box set, the battle, which gives you the buildings and some forces. Yeah, you can get that, and it allows you to play that because it has its own scenarios and stuff. So it's a little bit different than what's in here. This is the grand battle for the Huguenot. That one just covers that, but covers a smaller section of it and stuff, and how so a little bit more detail. Russian armies. Then it has the orders of battle. Just their stats, what you need to use. More British, Hanoverians, KGL. Then here it has the breakdown. If you want to build your own. Rockets. One of the funnest things in the table to play. Brunswicks. Dutch, Belgium, and Nassau. Their forces. And you got the French. You got the regular French, and then you got the Guard. So just like all the other books, it has some good historical background on it. Then it goes into the into the different formations and the units and stuff fielded by both sides. So I said this is what I'll be using at ATC about about a month and a half. I'll be running a alternate version of the 100 Days campaign where Wellington lost Waterloo. So it could be a different kind. So until later, guys. I hope this gives you some ideas on the 100 Days campaign about the British stuff like that. So just like Aeon Napoleonics, there's so much of Napoleon, so many battles, skirmishers that you can play. It's just mind-boggling, and just getting involved is like, oh. But start small and slowly add to it, and before you know it, you have a good sized army to play. But so until later, guys, keep painting. Let's get those figures on the table.